Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to your Love Scenes forecast for February 2016. And this is for my cardinal quality sign friends for Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. All right, I just have to say I just dropped the mutable signs and the fixed sign first, the mutable signs. And I did bring out the romance angels, but the chemistry, this has come out twice now, okay, for the fixed quality signs and the mutable quality signs. So if it comes out for you again, I don't know, but I'm about to, yeah, but we're going to put this right in the middle of the deck, okay? Well, yes, and I did want to bring out, you see, I have my runes book here. I dropped this. We're right now in these powerful, superb energies of this full moon in Leo. And I usually, if you follow me enough, you know I like to do my runes for full moons. And the partnership rune came through. All right. And it's a wonderful read to open up for this reading because we literally have the full moon energies here for the fixed signs. Luna, the first card that came out was the moon sign, okay? And so I was very, had to see that. And then just now we just dropped two powerful sun cards for the mutable signs. And uh, with Leo being ruled by the sun, it's dynamic right now. And especially on my table here, because before I ever do a reading, I sit down, I contemplate what's going to be I zero in on what I'd like to have happen. So that she came through, and then these two sun powerful cards came through for the other sign. It's just wonderful. So I'm looking forward to what the cardinal reading is going to do for my Aries, Cancer, and Libra, Capricorn friends. And yes, so I wanted to work with the Law of Attraction Tarot, and I'd like to say something about. I just this week received an email, and uh, I got this deck 2 or 3 years ago, and I had before I even opened it, I did a review on it. I literally opened the box on the video, but taroteconomy.org sent me an email that they have chosen my video to their site to describe the law of attraction tarot. So if you're interested, you can go to, and I've never been to this site. They have so many tarot cards. I'm so impressed. That's why I'm kind of bringing it up. It's like I went on this site. There's tarot decks I've never even heard of, never seen. So I have to do more investigation. But if you go to the search spot and type Law of Attraction Tarot, and you scroll down a little bit, then you'll see my video right there. Okay. Well, very good. And I do want to open up with this before and then I have a new deck that the Goddess Tarot. I just got that because I wanted to bring in the goddesses as the female side for this love scene romance forecast. And then I brought out the gods and titans to bring that male active. And then I do have the Law of Tarot here, which I just spoke about, and the romance angels are with me. But to bring in the powerful energies of this full moon this weekend, please get outdoors, my friends. Please, please, please look up to the sky. Oh my God, you got to look up to the sun and moon this weekend. I mean, it all came on this table back to back. It's amazing. It's wonderful, is what it is. Dynamic, powerful, loving energies. The sun is all about love, joy, happiness. Luna is very healing, and this moon is Leo, is everything. And I'm going to open up with something just about that right now. Actually, before I read this, I wrote this for everybody. I read it for everybody. Okay, under the influence of the moon in Leo, people need romance, affection, and recognition. The desire to be admired and appreciated can be so strong that it may result in especially dramatic behavior. Leo is ruled by the sun, making this a time of ambition, independence, and leadership. People may refuse to recognize limitations. The moon in Leo is a time of enjoyment and warmth, and a time to show kindness and generosity to others. Leo rules the heart and the upper spine. So, that's why I just want to read that because it has just been, this has been a lovely, lovely full moon, and these readings just back to back now. So a lot of chemistry is in these been in this readings dynamic. But I do want to read because this is going to bring everything together for this reading too, and that this came from the full moon reading is even more dynamic because right now that's why I wanted to drop these readings first today. That's why I wanted to drop the full moon reading first because I knew it would fall on this weekend, and I wanted to do these love scenes with the power of this full moon in Leo. And this rune came out for the full moon in Leo partnership, which is a gift, a gift. Okay, drawing this rune is an indication that partnership is in some form is at hand. In love relationships, in business matters, in partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union, for true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. At the same time, there is another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of a still greater union, union with the higher self, union with the divine. And we're talking about flowing with the divine, okay? Flowing with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Gebo, that's the name of this rune, Gebo, Gebo. Gebo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, okay? No reverse, no reverse, no reverse. For it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. So, it's time to fly and flow, my friends. But yes, I thought that was so nice that that came out. And now we have our love scenes forecast. And then, like I mentioned, the energy of the romance came out twice with chemistry. So we've got the sun and the moon. It's like, woo, that'd be chemistry for sure. Okay, so let's just get comfy, my dears, and the thing about why I'm doing these love readings for the quality signs is because really it works with human attributes, and it all follows natural law: earth, air, fire, and water, okay, and the rhythms of nature. And that's why we're talking about the seasons, because for my cardinal friends here, um, if you're a cardinal sign, your job is to initiate the season. You are the leader which brings forth that season. Cardinal signs are pioneering and enterprising. And for my fire Aries sign, your season is spring. For my water Cancer signs, your season is summer. And for the Libra air signs, it is autumn. And the Capricorn earth sign, your season is winter. Okay, so I'll, let's get comfortable. Let's take a deep breath. And let's see how this reading unfolds for my cardinal quality sign friends. Okay. It's a new deck. So you gotta, okay, wait, hold on a second. Okay. And for these readings, I like to do 6 card for the number 6 harmonizing lovers card. Okay, now that was the Goddess Tarot. Now we're working with the Gods decks here. The Titans, the Gods, and the Titans. Oh my, look what I did. I have to apologize to your reading, my darlings, because I left one card from the other read. I fail to notice that. But this was the Nine of Staffs, and this is all about spiritual faith, okay? Spiritual faith. And it just shows that, you're on the nines. You're almost at that completion. You've been through the steps. You've been through it, good, bad, and ugly. But there's a good thing coming. The next thing, you just have to work with the divine. Have spiritual faith, okay? I apologize I left that out, but it was a nice card to show, okay? That just work with spirit. That was the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Staffs. That's all about, working with the fire spirit, okay? Spiritual faith, spiritual faith. And for these kind of love readings, we want to meet that soul partner, and we have to be whole to meet that other whole to make it that. And that's when the divine comes in, okay? So just work with you first, take care of you so you're in the right place of mind, body, and soul, so you can meet that twin flame soulmate of mind, body, and soul. Because if you watch videos like that, I'm assuming you are looking for that. And even if you are in a marriage, you can always blossom it too with healing. And this is all about healing, getting outdoors with the sun, looking up both this weekend, moon and sun. It's just powerful. And I was just sharing the other reading, if anything, I think I'm more clairsentient. I feel. And of course, I'm a Pisces water sign, mainly I feel, right? But this past reading for the mutable signs was very powerful with the sun and the moon. Very good, very good. So I can't wait to see what the cardinal sign says. And I'm a Libra too, rising sign. So, oh my Lord, we already have the coin on the table with the Nine of Coins. How wonderful. And you know how I love those nines, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. I think they're a very cosmic, mystical number. And also, it's that number where you've made it. You see? He's made it to the top there, okay? And even if it has to go back down, he knows how to do it because he's done it already. Okay? So you've done it, and it's sort of like almost like a completion. You have one more step to go so that you never have to go to the bottom again. All right? But you're here. You did it. Step by step. Baby steps, right? Baby steps. Oh my goodness, how wonderful is this? We got the Emperor here. Yes, yes, yes. That's good. Woohoo! We know that's power. And that's like human power. We can all achieve this to be the emperor, okay? And this is, sometimes, and I don't read gender specific. Women can be emperors. You run your own business, you can be a king of whatever and an emperor too. But obviously this is male active, feminine, and he's all about authority and qualities of leadership. He's the ruler. He rules the kingdom. He rules kings and queens, you know, because the kings and queens have their kingdom, but the emperor runs all of them. Okay, so very powerful. And this is Aries in the house. Okay, let's pick up all the cards and then we'll figure it all out. Oh boy, we got another Three of Wands here. The Three of Staffs. Yes. Okay, and threes are about that creativity. All right, it's and you can see how she's looking and looking. She's looking towards the sun. This like a sunset kind of thing going on there. So, and she has the buds on her staff, so things are coming. She's sort of like introspecting. You can feel the earth, air, fire, water. She's outdoors, which we should be outdoors this week, and most definitely if there's one this weekend. And she's reflecting there. What's her next creative steps? Because this is like it's such a low number, like three. It's just starting for her. It's like she's deciding. She's not sure which way to go yet, but she has a plan. There is going to be a plan, okay? But it's more like just you know being creative. It's like she has a plan. It's just not on how do I say this? It's in development. Okay, now we have the Princess of Swords here. Nice. Well, we are aware that swords is the air element, and that's also masculine active. Okay, and that's about being clear with your consciousness, mental thinking clarity. Okay, and that's the princess. So that's more young blood too. It's like the young blood. Okay, but yeah, she I like these new cards. They're nice. I like them. I like the feel of them too. But here we have mental clarity, okay? Okay, so let's see. What else we have Apollo. Woo, my darlings. This is a heavy hitter here. I'm sure we've all heard of Apollo. Inquiry. Oh, we'll have to read about this. Oh, yeah, well, he's a total sun god right here. How fabulous. Another sun card has come through. Yes. Believe he's god of the suns, right? Apollo? I hope I have that right. Oh, my goodness. And Toth himself is here with wisdom. Boy, and that's the last reading god Ra from the Egyptian pantheon came through. Ra, the most powerful of the Egyptian pantheon, was Ra. He's the sun god for them. And he just came through, and now we have another powerful Egyptian. You know how I love my Book of Thoth, cards. And yes, and you see he has this ibis head. So let's talk to Apollo first, because now we can see there's some total male active action here, and good. Ooh, look at that. I like when the book opens up to the page you want. Okay, so we have Apollo with inquiry. Look for the truth in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. Take the time to uncover and connect with who you really are and what you really want. Use your inner wisdom. You see, that's good. That's good. Ask and your questions will be answered. Take the time to uncover and connect with who you really are and what you really want. We want to be authentic. We want to, embrace our soul more than our physical body in a way. All right? Apollo, son of Zeus and Leto, was one of the most deeply honored gods of the ancient world. The Greeks, the Romans, and even the Celts honored this glowing bringer of light with major temples and sacred places spread throughout the Hellenistic and Roman empires. Zeus, father of the Greek gods, fell in love with the nymph Leto, and she became pregnant. Hera, Zeus's wife, naturally wasn't happy about this and chased Leto, it's spelled Leto, Leto, across the world. Hera made sure there was nowhere safe for Zeus's lover to bear the child by cursing Leto so that no firm ground would accept her in her labor. Happily, the island of Delos, which the Greeks consider a land that moved upon the ocean, accepted Leto. She gave birth to not one but two babies. The goddess of the hunt, Artemis, was first born, and Artemis is also known as goddess Diana. And Artemis was firstborn and assisted her mother in bringing her twin Apollo into the world. Both twins shoot arrows that can bring favor or death. Apollo is a healer and the god of music. It was said that he created magical songs that could heal illness when sung by humans. Evidence indicates that music was a major feature of his temples and worship. Music is very good. You know, I always have music on. I mean, I believe in the tones. There's something to it. It's very spiritual. Evidence indicates that music was a major feature of his temples and worship. In his role of sun god and light giver, shining Apollo is also the god of prophecy and oracles. The word oracle means to speak through. And sometimes the oracles have indeed been living creatures, often people, through whom the gods relay their messages. The most famous oracle was that of Delphi in ancient Greece, where Apollo was said to speak through a priestess known as the Delphic oracle. And even that Delphi there, over the Delphi, it's that famous saying that it has, um, nothing in excess and know thyself. Okay, know thyself and nothing in excess. Pretty simple, and that's, we can all live that way. Some of the most famous generals and conquerors of the ancient world, including Caesar, Alexander the Great, and Croesus of Lydia, consulted the Delphi oracle. Such was its power and political influence for more than 1,000 years. Okay, all for Apollo. I'm telling you, this is powerful. Another sun power here. I'm so excited, happy, happy. Okay, the priestess sat on a three-legged stool and breathed in the vapors that rose mysteriously from a fissure near a sacred spring. From a fissure, Fissure. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. Near a sacred spring. The Greeks considered this beautiful, yet somewhat harsh setting the closest place on earth to Apollo, and it was known as the omphalos of the universe, the navel. In parentheses, omphalos is navel of the universe. The Delphic oracle often answered questions with riddles or verse or in an unknown language. The priest or priestess serving the oracle interpreted these answers. However, the oracle always left the ultimate interpretation of true meaning to the person asking the question. This encouraged the asker's inner intuition and wisdom to come into play. Okay, look at that. That's wonderful. And this is what we need to be doing here today in 2016. That's what we need to do. Piece of no longer. Okay, serving. Okay, however, the oracle always left the ultimate interpretation of true meaning to the person asking the question, encouraging the asker's inner intuition and wisdom to come to play. And it's all about our intuition. Pay attention to your intuition, rely on it. You can still visit Delphi today. I'd love to go there. Through priests and priestesses no longer attend the location, it is still an energetically powerful place with amazing ruins and a wonderful museum. When you look to others to advise you or to an oracle like these cards to give you some insight, know that the final decision is up to you. No doubt about that. You have the final say and the power to make good decisions for yourself. Okay? And the symbols of Apollo are the sun, back to back sun cards. It's wonderful. The sun, the color gold, arrows, dolphins. Dolphins just came out too. Three-legged stool, laurel, tree, lyre. And I'm only saying, I'm bringing up the other readings only because in case, your moon sign is one, a mutable sign or a fixed sign. It's just so great how all these are kind of, they're mixing together. It's beautiful, synergistic. And the invocation. This is a wonderful invocation to this powerful God of inquiry. You can receive answers at the end from Apollo himself, either through simple meditation or by using your oracle cards. Play your favorite music, uh, either on stereo or your own instrument. Listen for a bit and feel good. Light a candle and say, Shining Apollo, far reaching archer, God of music and healing, protector of all, and the one who answers, speak and answer my inquiry. And then it says you can light incense and write whatever. Thank you, Apollo. I know the answer will be clear. So if you want to meditate and take some paper and a candle and write the message that you hear. But here we have another fascinating God that has come through for us for this February 2016, a sun God. Okay? And the mutable signs had Ra, the powerful sun god of the Egyptian pantheon, and the sun card itself, number 19, came through with two dolphins and a huge sun. So I'm just like loving it. And here we have Toth, no doubt about it. Much wisdom here. We can always love from the ancients. I really feel if we learn more about the ancient wisdom, we'll be so set up for our futures. I mean, we'll just have so much intelligence of a spiritual nature, okay? Because everything they did was with earth, air, fire, water, mystical, mystical. The oracles, and the Egyptians were the same. So I don't know why we've lost all that. I'm not sure. Trust that you know Trust that you know you know. Discern and simplify all the opinions and information being directed at you. Okay, equally at home with their feet in the mud of the river or gracefully gliding among the clouds, ibis are everywhere around the blue Nile. This stately bird is the symbol of the wisest god in Egypt. The regal Isis-headed god Toth ruled over scribes, learning wisdom, and in later periods mathematics. As he knows the most powerful words and invocations to use, he became a powerful god of magic. It is he who told Isis what spell to use to resurrect her dead husband Osiris. And he assisted her again with the words to remove the poison from her son Horus. As the inventor of the alphabet, he is the patron of scribes, writers, and anyone who works with words, like public speakers. Egyptians credited him as the author of many books on magic and invocation. The cult of Thoth and his messages of regulation and balance crossed from Egypt and extended into Greece. With knowledge comes wisdom, and Thoth is the god even other gods consult for wise counsel. Fittingly, his wife is Goddess Mat, the goddess of justice, and they work together in the justice system in Egypt and with the Pharaoh in his court. Everyone has his or her own source of wisdom within. We need to learn to trust that we know what we know. There you go. Trust your intuition, my darlings. Toth teaches us that while we can seek counseling from others, our best resource is often ourselves. And I totally believe that's why they're coming. They're just saying, just look, have that faith, baby steps. We're here for you, but you gotta work with us, okay? Should you be learning something, seeking knowledge, studying in school, or undertaking exams, Thoth will be watching over you. His energy not only inspires you, but also gives you practical guidance on how best to realize our dreams. When he appears, trust the wisdom inside yourself and go forward with your learning, feeling positive and confident. Wonderful. And his symbols, man with his ibis head and lunar disk. And I must say, because I'm so attached to the Egyptian pantheon, how I love Isis also, but here in Florida, and especially where I live, because I live by the beach, we have many ibis. So every time I see the ibis, I just think of him all the time. I pray with him. Lunar disk. He also works with Luna too. Invocation. Okay, so for this invocation, all you need is some good quality incense, preferably frankincense, jasmine, or sandalwood, and a pen and paper. Place your hand upon a book that you feel has assisted you and invoke Thoth by saying out loud, which I would bring out my book of Thoth, right? Okay, and here's the invocation. Thoth, you who had assisted Isis, husband of white feathered Mot, you who hold the knowledge of all books, of all numbers, of all thought, allow me to understand in completeness what I need to know. Allow me to decide, to connect, to immerse myself in my own wisdom. Speak now. What should I do? And then it says, take the pen, and then visualize Toth and imagine him giving you a solution to your answer. Do not think, simply allow the solution to arrive. Just listen, relax, and write whatever comes to mind. Then thank Thoth by saying, Thoth, eternally wise, I'm eternally grateful. Okay, and that's what you do, my darlings. It's like that automatic writing. Just whatever comes out. Don't even think if even if it's just a word or a phrase, just write it down. And if it doesn't make sense at that time, down the road it will. Okay, down the road it will. Well, really, the power of these readings have been really cool. I do want to have the romance cards, but don't give up, my darlings. There you are. Don't give up, and we have the power of Apollo behind us. We have the wisdom of Toth behind us. Embrace all this, okay? It's not really difficult if you believe, but just don't give up because you're so close there, and bring out that creativity. Okay, this is sort of like the writer's card too. That Thoth is here. I can put this card right there with Thoth. There you go. Okay, so if any of you have a book involved, there you are. It's saying create that book, okay, and work with Toth, and here Just keep your mental thoughts in check. Never, don't think you don't have the power. You do have the power. You're a freaking emperor, okay? Freaking emperor. So, yeah, we've got the power. It's just there's others who want to take back our power, take our power away from us. But see, that's one reason why I totally believe, you know, many of these governments don't want, all the governments have psychics working for them. I mean, real deep priests and priestesses. But they don't want us to know that because they want us to keep us dumb because they don't want us to have this knowledge. Okay? That's the bottom line. They don't want us to become our magicians because then we'll become so much more powerful than just doing everything that they tell us to do. So you're the emperor. You got mental clarity like a young princess of swords. So take advantage and don't give up. Don't give up because look, you're there. Just one more step to that 10. One more baby step. Okay, but just with spiritual faith, divine flow, win-win timing. Okay, look up to that sun and the moon this weekend, please, my darlings. I'm hoping I can see the moon tonight. But if not, for sure, I'll figure it out. Wedding. Woohoo! This situation involves marriage. All right, my darlings. Let's see. They want you to have your soulmate, your love. And they want it binded, okay? Not just like Zeus over there who had a lot, his wife chasing him down. We don't want to go there, people. Okay? But no, how nice. And so we end the cardinal signs with perhaps a wedding is for you all to be had, huh? Or maybe you want to renew your vows. That'd be beautiful too. That's always nice. Okay. I think people who've been married over 15 years should renew their vows. Every 10 years, make it a nice, fun thing to do. Why not? Wedding. This situation involves marriage. You drew this card because of an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. It comes to you because marriage plays a role in the answer to your question. For some people, this card could be a validation that you will get married and asks you to keep the faith and continue enjoying your life without worrying about your future marital status. Here we go. And I'm going to add another word. And asks you to keep the spiritual faith and continue enjoying your life without worry about your future marital status. For others, this card signals that you'll meet a significant other at an upcoming wedding or experience something that will lead to new romance for you. It can also represent your parents' marriage and the way it affected your feelings and beliefs about relationships. In a few cases, this card asks you to look at your present and past marriages and review your feelings with the intention of healing your heart and your relationship. Perhaps it's time to enlist a marital counselor to help you both sort out how you feel. And sometimes this card can signal the end of a marriage, in which case the angels support everyone involved as you come to an understanding about the experience and renew your heart's willingness to love. Okay? It's all about love. Love is all that matters, my darlings. Love is all that matters. And you even know the story of Isis, how much she loved her beloved Osiris. And, it is. It's all about love, my darlings. All about love. Love, love, love. Well, I hope you all go to a wedding. And even if you don't have somebody, you meet somebody at a wedding. That's always fun. Thank you, my darlings, for watching. Thank you for all my new subscribers and viewers. It's been fabulous. I love the comments, too. It's just been really good. I'm looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be moving faster for many of us. But working with the divine, okay? And you are powerful beings. We are star. We are the star beings. Why should we not think we cannot do whatever we want to do? In that harms none, right? Harms none. If it harms none, you should be able to do whatever you want. Love to all of you. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.